Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 150.
Day
There's
one.
a lot to go over. Let's get. Huh?
I said day one.
Yeah, day one. Yeah, part one. Part one of episode 150. Part one, the live show. I've already named it. There it is. We're gonna have. We're not gonna have a really, really long episode like we did for like episode 100. Though it'll still be pretty long because we're going to be talking about Dragon Con, and then which is sad because most of the Dragon Con people aren't on right now. Kind of sad.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Everybody died.
No, they didn't all die. It's just some of them are on, some of them aren't. But
I took 2 naps today because I was so tired. And on both planes.
right.
So, 4
but
naps.
we do have some Dragon Con stuff we're going to talk about. Then it looks like we're not getting, and it really is sad, we're not getting Kyle on tonight. He's the guy that does the ADR engineering for Fairy Tail as well as being the voice of Jason. We will be trying to get him on the show sometime this week. We're going to have other stuff that we're doing. We're going to be doing a live Hangouts Against Humanity with some of the cast of the show, and that'll be on Wednesday. We're going to try and get some cosplayer interviews done throughout the week. We're going to have a lot to do, and Carla will be doing swag updates on one of those days, whichever day we decide to collaborate on. But for the interest of time, we're probably going to hold off on that. And fan fiction definitely. And if Lisana doesn't show up in time, then also Regis's gallery. So Lisana has to show up soon, like by the time we're done talking Dragon Con. So, but first and foremost, since we're getting on to Dragon Con, hey you, I said we were going to do this on the live show so everybody could see you and see your reaction. So come here.
Okay.
Come here. Now, sadly, we missed our interview with Courtney Taylor, but she made up for it several times over by getting us, by working with us. She's going to be on one of the shows at a later date where we can have a longer interview with her. And, of course, she's Jack from Mass Effect. This one's been playing Mass Effect a lot. She just started the Citadel DLC. She's really happy about that. But we have one more thing. We did get you a little present. So she got something signed for her, specifically to her, from Courtney Taylor.
She's literally speechless. Look at, she doesn't even want to touch it. Courtney's gonna be so happy.
Breathe.
She's not only speechless, but also breathless. You gonna read what she wrote to you?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, it says, "Dear Brianna, I will destroy you." Kidding, you're awesome. Jack. Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad you waited. I would have been so sad to miss that. Also, it's at the beginning, so even though Courtney's super busy in Scotland and stuff, she can watch it.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
in Scotland?
Yeah, she had to go to Scotland for another convention.
So I think she said she gets there tomorrow night. She left today.
She'll be here. And that's all that good stuff there. So yeah, enjoy. Sit down. Yes. Wendy just had her day made. Learn to breathe. Learn to breathe.
Relearn to breathe.
Relearn to breathe.
Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Remember.
So now that we're on to that, I've got some more pictures, and I know that Mira has pictures. Mira has more pictures on her phone from stuff that we took throughout the weekend. So expect to hopefully see those up on the Facebook page soon.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was especially happy to see. I was especially happy to see 2 people both cosplaying Rick Moranis characters at the right next to each other. So we had Vince Clortho from Ghostbusters at the point in time where he's like gone crazy and has the thing on his head, and standing right next to him is Dark Helmet.
That's awesome. You have that one, I assume, because I. No.
No, that one's on my phone. I
Okay.
literally have that, and I
I
saw
was like, I
a
don't
nurse.
remember that.
Yeah.
I've only got a few pictures.
Which reminds
I
me,
was
apparently,
terrible.
apparently, there's a video up on YouTube somewhere of me like doing the Joker voice to people randomly, and yeah, well,
Is
it
there
wasn't
really?
randomly. They asked to record it. Yeah, I don't know where it
that.
is. I just know that somebody said they saw it yesterday, and I was like, oh, cool. And yeah, so that was the thing. And the Groots that were there.
So many Groots.
On here that went besides me. Tell them how yours went, because technically I was there for most of the time. So a lot of our stories would kind of coincide, and I'd rather give you the floor.
It's true. Well, I got there super early, and it was so humid. Guys, I don't know. But so Friday, I mostly hung out with Erza and her friend Cam, and we went to the interview. We just sort of wandered around, really. There wasn't... I actually didn't go to any panels this DragonCon because it looked like a lot of the lines were outside, and I seriously, like, I can't do the humidity. I complained about it all weekend. I never got used to it. So I was not about to stand in line for a panel outside. And I know not all the panels had lines outside, but it didn't seem really like I wanted
weekend
to.
was unusually humid to begin
It rained.
with,
It was awful. But
You don't get rain. No.
mostly I had fun just wandering around, kind of doing what Wendy did at a KaiCon, where I was just like, look at all the cosplay. It's so cool. And like wandering around with Natsu, he recognized and would like approach people and like cosplayer, like what they were cosplaying as, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but no, I just learned something. And I just generally had a lot of fun, and got really lost. I was unable to navigate the sky bridges. I was okay at the end of Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday came around, and I just couldn't do it. I don't really know what happened. I was really good about it for a little bit, and then I just totally lost it. I blame alcohol. That's what I blame.
blame it on the alcohol.
But not only, so I got to meet Jalal and Happy in like real life and hug and it was awesome. But I also got to see one of my best friends from high school. So, I mean, I got to see all of the people I wanted to see, and I, minus the humidity, had a really good time. Oh, I also got to see Juvia. That's right. Because I stayed with her. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. Was that Saturday? I think Saturday. After the interviews, because the interview stuff we were carrying around was super heavy. Natsu and I went back to the hotel room, and on the way back, we saw Westboro Baptist Church was there, and there was a dude on the.
Wait, whoa, hold on.
I know.
Westboro
It was
Baptist
kind of
Church
exciting.
was at DragonCon.
Yeah.
Doesn't
There
surprise
was
me.
Were they guests?
I didn't hear them say I didn't hear them say anything,
Wait,
but it
they
was
were
really exciting to
guests?
see them. No, they weren't guests.
Oh.
No, they weren't guests. They were.
No, they were just a guy like on the side. So we were walking back to MARTA to take, because we weren't. None of our hotel was a few MARTA stops away from the convention itself. And there was a Westboro Baptist Church guy like on a box and with his sign of hate and just. We were on the other side of the street, so I didn't hear what he said. But oh my God, I was like, oh my God, they're real people. I'm gonna go push you off your stand. And then give you a hug and be like, look, I got all my cosplay up on you. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. But I didn't.
I just say that anytime they show up at a nerd convention, you should just walk by them and say, "May the force be with you," and walk away.
This is entertaining to me. Like I didn't.
No, there was a gay pride march going on, so I think most of
That
the
was
West
probably what they were there for. But
because there was only one dude from Westboro that was like protesting at us. I'm like,
Okay,
what?
because I didn't think that that.
Because I was like, dude,
DragonCon would be
you
there.
understand just how severely outnumbered you are.
yeah.
Please try
P.S.
to-
Everybody really enjoyed your reaction, Wendy. The Holy Herald said it was adorable, and Judy
She's
Livers
still
said it's one heck of a fangasm.
She is
She's
still
doing
staring.
it.
Yep.
So cute.
Uh,
What else? I mostly just wandered around and got to hang out with people, which was what was awesome for me. I mean, I just like meeting all of you people in real life.
people.
Even though none of the people that I met are on right now, but that's fine.
So apparently
Um,
I'm very loud because like my boyfriend is grabbing some earplugs, like the kind that you see construction workers use,
Uh-huh.
and he's like glaring at me as he rolls them up and sticks them in his ear.
Keith, don't be silly. Yeah, there was a little bit of time where I went and hung out with some people, and Natsu was left to his own devices and got conned into many a voice.
That's not really surprising.
Nope.
Yeah, everybody who knows me knows that's not even a surprise.
Nope.
But yeah,
Oh, it wasn't.
basically, I was running around trying to look for my friend Norton, who's like basically one of my best friends from the military. Haven't seen this guy in 12 years. He's at Dragon Con, and I'm trying to find him. And anybody who's been to Dragon Con knows that's damn near impossible. Took
If you don't have
2
a-
days to find one fracking person. But
Yeah,
I
It
saw
doesn't help that you don't have a phone. It doesn't
Yeah,
help that you don't have
but
a phone. That was
We
fun on
bumped
Friday.
into Kana for like forever. Also, before
Oh, that's right. We saw
before we
Connor.
start doing everything, there's a couple of people. There's a couple of people that we need to do shout outs for.
Oh yeah, you got Bender.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here. Conventions, etc. First and foremost, for the hotel that we stayed at, I want to give them a huge shout out. The Marriott Overflow that was on 14th Street, dude. They were like the staff there was super awesome and accommodating, and they keep holding doors open for you, and I'm not used to this, and it's like they were like really flaky.
I forced
was
you to go
very
through
nice.
them because I went through the revolving door.
It was a very nice hotel. The staff was very nice and very courteous. It was really good. So if you're down in the Atlanta area for a convention or any type of event, I would definitely recommend checking out the Marriott Suites Midtown because it's really good, and they are very short walk distance to MARTA, like crazy short walking distance to MARTA.
TRJ Trailer One just came up with a brilliant idea, or shared a brilliant idea. He says he has a Jesus cosplay, and he wanted to walk up to the guy that was standing with a sign that says, "I'm not with these guys."
Yeah, I.
That would have been amazing.
Let's see. There was the Piccolo that I saw last night where I started quoting Cell from the DBZ Abridged at him. You want to see me drink this guy? Yeah, that. It was a lot of fun, and the Piccolo knew what I was talking about. That was the best part. But let's see. Hi-Res Studios.
Hi-Res
They are.
was there?
Yeah, Hi-Res was there. They're working on their new game Smite. So that is some cool info. I got some info from one of their people for some stuff that I'm gonna be hopefully talking about later, but can't right now, kind of stuff. Yeah, but really cool. Make sure to come by. Yeah, yes, I know you guys are. I just can't talk about it on the air, and I realized, I can't. Like right as the words were about to leave my mouth, my brain was like, "No, you can't say anything about that." And I'm like. The 501st Garrison. The 501st Garrison that were over there, really cool. If you don't know what the 501st is, guys, jump on Google, join the 501st, and get a life.
Your car revoked.
Preferably not stationed on the Death Star or Alderaan, because that's when we know that stormtroopers survive. If you're not on Alderaan and if you're not on the Death Star, I think you'll be okay. Also, got to meet when I was actually picking up my press badge on Friday, got to meet the guys from Super Kami Guru 9000, their podcast. Those guys are really, really cool. We're going to be talking to them and hanging out with them soon. If the name sounds familiar, they put together a parody trailer of Battle of the Gods that Funimation showed. They were working with Justin Rojas on that, and it was very, very silly and very funny. So much love to our friends over at Super Kami Guru 9000. Plus, it's just fun to be able to say Super Kami Guru in that kind of a context. I love that. I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say. But yeah, I finally got to meet my friend Norton, and we hung out for a while, and that was really, really cool. That was a big special treat for me. And I did run around a lot at the Hyatt and kept bumping into like Batman, Harley, and all sorts of other people. And I had a lot of fun doing like Joker voice and Shaggy voice. And something interesting. Apparently, my voice will not die so long as I keep slowly consuming alcohol, because it will coat my throat enough to leave my voice intact. So.
Do you think that would like help shred it?
No, actually, quite the opposite. So, hey, fun fact. True facts and voiceover. Yeah. There was also the probably my favorite thing from the convention was the interview with Bill Farmer.
That was fun.
That was super awesome. Bill Farmer, of course, goofy, and I did have a very emotional moment, and I for once succeeded in not bursting into tears when I had to ask when I actually brought up a moment in my past that was kind of where I was kind of saved by watching the Goofy movie. But if you want to see that interview, we'll be putting it up soon. We've got plenty of interviews that we're going to put up there soon, and there might be some wacky moments that we put together as kind of a blooper clip or something. I don't know. Just some funny moments we had with the guests, because you know what? They're human and they like comedy too. There might be a moment in which one author was asked a question for another author.
Oh my! It was good.
But yeah, some funny stuff. We had a lot of fun. We just great hanging out with people that we really wanted to. I actually bumped into old Urza, or Sakura from Konohara Quarter for like all of 5 seconds, and I got to touch her new boobs, and it was awesome. Because I got to touch her new boobs. But no, getting to hang out with Happy, we hung out with Happy and Jalal last night, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, so much.
We made
so much
a new
fun.
friend while we were hanging out with them at the pub.
Yeah, we made a lot of new friends. Let's be honest.
That's true.
And that was really, really cool. I watched our Twitter followers like go up, and I was surprised by how much Fairy Tail cosplay we saw at Dragon Con. I was expecting to see like almost none, and we saw a lot of Fairy Tail cosplay there. It was awesome. So please keep doing your Fairy Tail cosplay and bring them to the big cons. Let people know what Fairy Tail is by showing your cosplay and making them ask questions. It was super awesome.
I think my favorite though was I saw a Deadpool with the filler Lucy cosplay over top. That was fun. I was like, oh my gosh. The only other story I can think of is about Raw Toast, but we were having a
Raw Toast.
I'm
actually waiting on Jalal. He's talking to a friend right now, but I'm waiting on Jalal to come on and like talk about it. We did see our Luxus, aka Jiraiya from Konoha Corner. One of my favorite cosplays of the weekend. Him cosplaying as Gaston with 5 cartons of eggs all emptied out.
Because he eats 5 dozen eggs. So he's
5 dozen eggs, man. But yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah. No, but so
it's like she has the Holy Grail. She has.
I know,
not
right?
stopped.
She doesn't want to touch it. You should maybe.
Our Lux.
You know what we should do? Hey.
Kyle's playing as Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
With 5 dozen eggs, he had 5 cartons of
They
eggs.
were just empty cartons, P.S., because that would have been gross.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
you should
obvious.
figure out how much it would be to frame it, and let me frame it, have it framed for her.
Mm. She's like petting it.
I know. Well,
So-
I mean, it's so revered. You should let me
Paper
frame
cut.
it
It's
for
gonna
her.
be hilarious.
I can't believe it's solid.
You're just so Wendy. You're so cute.
See, I wish I'd have had more money to like get more stuff for everybody, because I really wanted to get something for Elfman, but that was still my money right there, because the money I had for food had to go to Marta, and
Mhm. It was so fun.
Yeah.
that's it.
Um,
I'm just gonna ask Kyle Aber to do an interview with like Elfman being the host of that interview. He gets to interview Kyle all he wants. I love the look of
Not
panic.
excited.
on his face. Yeah, and
Also excitement.
No, he seems like really, really pressured and everything, but basically by interview, I just mean we're going to put Kyle Aber and Elfman together, and they're just going to have a conversation. You don't have to ask questions. Just talk with each other, and as soon as he starts being goofy, you know it's going to start leading to more stuff. Kyle's really, really down to earth, so I have a feeling that you would be able to hold your own with Kyle, because the two of you have a very common sense of humor.
It's true. He was
Just
pretty cool. Though.
open up with a conversation about raw toast. You'll be fine.
Did we tell him that story?
We need to tell. No, we didn't tell him that story, but I think we should tell the audience that story, because that was
okay.
like the major staple for us for Dragon Con. If you want to know about Dragon Con, it is raw toast.
No. Okay.
And
So
I love that Lucy has wholeheartedly embraced this as well.
It is
She's the one that
forever.
usually comes
Raw
up.
toast.
She's the one that
Forever.
comes up with the weird names for things like Bark
That's
Bark
true.
and things like
That's
that.
true. This
So-
is totally like if it didn't come from my friend, I would have expected it from you, Lucy. But
I
A
wouldn't
few
be
weeks
surprised
ago-
if at some point I've called it that.
probably.
Not surprised.
I would. Yeah. We
Hashtag
were having
raw
an
toast.
issue. Yeah, we were having an issue remembering words because English is hard, and so I decided to share this story that I was recently told. From one of my friends. He said his girlfriend went to the store and was like, "Hey, do you need me to pick anything up?" And he really needed bread, but couldn't remember the word. So he was like, "Hey, can you get me some raw toast?" And everybody here thinks that it is awesome. So now we are trying to spread the word of raw toast. It's not bread anymore, it's raw toast.
It is forever raw toast.
It's forever raw toast. And awesome. I love raw toast. Also regular toast. It's not raw. What I think would be funny is if somebody went and like to Quiznos or something where they ask you if you want it toasted, and if you just say no, I would just raw. See what their reaction would be.
Would you like toast?
That would be
Can I have it?
hilarious.
Can I have it medium raw?
Do you want medium raw, like
Medium raw.
mildly toasted?
Not well done. Medium raw.
Three toast. Comes up six toast.
Also, just a really big shout out, real quick, to James Gunn, who, the director of freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, for being one of the very, very few guests
Oh,
that
that's
was
right. Yeah, that was really cool.
autographing stuff for people for absolutely free. The director of Guardians of the Galaxy signing shit for free, and I'm like, that's awesome, because I understand that I understand the reasons why people charge for autographs and pictures. Like, this is kind of like their bread and butter. That's how they're making their money right now. But also at the same time, just going from like the perspective of a lot of the attendees that go to Dragon Con, the tickets cost a lot, the travel costs a lot, the hotel costs a lot, and then getting back into the hotel, parking, like when you
Especially if
factor
you're
in
not
all the stuff
close.
together, not to mention food, but
Right, I
I mean,
think
once you factor all that together, especially if you're buying all the alcohol, That's but once you factor all that money in together, that's a lot of money. And then to like if you want an autograph for some people, it can be anywhere between like pictures sometimes were like $15, but like it can run anywhere from like $20 up to $85. And that's a lot of money to be dropping for a signature, man.
I think that 85 is astronomical. Like 15, yeah, totally understandable. Yeah. Like 85, you're like, what are you doing with this? Why are you? Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's got like, if it were me, I'd be like, I have an inflated sense of self-worth, so I'm going to charge 85.
What? That's what's happening.
Yeah, right. $85 for paper.
To their butt. Just taking the dollars. Money.
Right. Right. Like I don't understand why it needs to be that much. I like can't.
Some people have.
I mean, I guess at like the super big cons, it's kind of like a deterrent because they don't want lines for 12 years. But yeah, like Patrick Stewart was there. He was 85.
Okay, Mira Jane, let Elfman talk.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy like how much it was. Too much.
Okay.
Too much. It's seriously too much. It's like some of these people, they want to take all this money. It's like, yes, give me $100 for a signature. I'm gonna stuff this money up my butt now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. A lot of it, I know. It's not really the people. It's like their agents and like the people they're signing.
Oh, no, I know that. Some of them, it's their agents and their managers. Like Courtney actually wanted to give us that for free, but she couldn't because
she was like, you have to hand me something.
There and watching.
Yeah, you have to hand me something.
You have to hand me something. So all I had left $5.
Well,
yeah.
So.
Agents and handlers are giant piss babies.
But I mean, she was super sweet about it, and she felt really bad for missing our interview. But I mean, it wasn't. Courtney's super sweet, like she really, really is, and yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, if they're gonna charge that much, and it's for, like they're gonna donate it afterwards, that's fine.
Yeah.
So amazing.
She's never getting over that.
Not to.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them to start it, but it happened anyway. Jimmy Levers is the official instigator of #RawToast.
Yes!
And then we also have #Groot on Fairy Tale, which I think would make
Groot.
super happy.
Dude, there were so many amazing Groot cosplays there. There's actually a Groot music video, a cosplay music video that I will be watching later. But basically, here is the link if you want to share it later. But yeah, all right. So I think we're gonna wrap up some of our Dragon Con stuff. We'll come back to it when we get more people who are at Dragon Con. But for right now, we're gonna move on to Carla, who said she had some funny news.
Yeah. Okay. Every day I go through news and stuff, and I found this one. It's about Hiro Mishima. It's a little odd, not gonna lie, but here, I'll read it for you. It says, if you follow fairy tale manga author Hiro Mishima on Twitter, recently you'll have noticed that A, he's been playing The Last of Us, B, his sleep patterns are off, and C, his sketch world has gotten excitingly weird. Whether these are related is open to speculation. So, there's a picture of the PS4 version of The Last of Us Remastered, which isn't all that weird. And then you got a picture of Levi in a bathing suit. She kind of looks like she's getting into a fighting pose, but she's in a bathing suit, so she might be sitting down on the edge of a pool or something. You got a picture of Lucy, and she's kind of like squatting down, and it's a side view, and she's looking cute. And then you get the weird one, which is a picture of Frosh. And it's cut in half. And the first part is Frosh looking like Frosh is going to puke.
Yes, this picture!
And then Frosh pukes a naked gray out of their mouth.
It's not just any naked gray. It's not just any naked gray. He's standing like this.
He's full
It's
on
great.
naked with one foot still in Frosher's mouth. And he kind of looks like he's like flying or something.
What?
It's really weird.
I'm gonna go look this
I know
up.
exactly what picture she's talking about. It's
Hold on, I'll share the link in the
retarded.
chat. Like, I
it's
saw
great.
this and I busted out laughing, and Keith was kind of like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god."
No.
But yeah,
Quiet.
that was a little bit of news that I found that I was very intrigued with and died laughing.
What?
I shared it for everybody. The Twitter thing, it's so weird.
I don't.
Great indeed.
Greg
Yeah,
kinda looks like maybe he's part Armstrong.
like this reminds me of like Mashima's what you call Ichiya, the way he draws Ichiya.
Oh, yeah.
Like
It does kinda
he
look like
drew
Ichiya.
Gray, and like in the way he draws Ichiya, and then like of course Gray's being naked. But I don't understand the Gray popping out of Frosher's mouth. I want to press further and like retweet. How did Gray get in Frosher's mouth? Like, this is a legit question I have.
There are some really weird things out there on the internet.
The only thing
Well,
I can
apparently-
conclude is that
Do
Frosh
what?
is the TARDIS. So the only thing I can conclude is that Frosh is the TARDIS and is bigger on the
Frosh
inside. Daryl says, that's normal. Tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
Oh my god! Frosh is the TARDIS.
that picture. Lucy, if you click that link, you're gonna fall over laughing, and it's gonna be great.
I already did. I'm laughing on the inside. Now I'm trying to figure out what the hell it says on the sidebar.
Finish her.
Amazing.
Probably. I'm gonna figure it out someday. I'll figure out what the fuck it says.
I like one of the comments goes, "You feeling well, bruh?"
What the
Brah, you, are you
Again, we have
okay?
to find the joke.
And
bro?
then somebody else, like from the Funimation channel, they commented back and says, "What the gray?"
What the gray?
This is amazing.
It's super weird.
I don't understand right now. Like, I can't stop looking at it because it's so weird.
It was mesmerizing. I had to make it go away.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make it go away because I have to pee and I'm like doing the potty dance, trying to stare at this picture.
Jesus Christ.
It's super, super weird. Well, I don't know what happened, but Wendy's excited. Did you show her the picture?
No, I showed her a different picture. I showed her the second one I just sent you.
That first one's pretty good.
Sorry.
Oh, yes. That's awesome. Also, the answer is yes.
Joe Jackson, the first father to successfully beat the black off his child. That's horrible.
Oh. Hi, dog. I know.
Hi, Doji.
He says, you were gone, and I didn't like it. Oh, no, your nose is cold, though. Let's see if I can post this. What are we waiting for?
I'm posting a thing.
You posting a thing?
Posted a thing.
Maybe you posted a thing. Let's see. Yes! That is, oh my god, that is amazing. That is amazing.
It is.
The 10, Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to share that with everybody. What do you mean it wasn't even the right hole that Gray came out? He's definitely coming out of Frosh's mouth. Everybody in the comments is really excited. And by that I mean they're like, that was like the last thing I expected.
Okay, I got something good. Don't get me wrong, I've loved Batman since I was a tiny child, but I think we all need to come to terms with the fact that he has the personality of very grim yogurt.
What?
Wrong lever, Kronk.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Why do we even have that lever? What? Why is that why? Natsu. I don't like it.
Why?
Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, where were we? We got distracted. What are we trying to do? Oh, jeez.
There are 2 links now.
All right. I'm worried, guys.
Okay, I'm back. I had to stop doing the potty dance.
Ah, that's right. That's what we were waiting for. Now we're just all giggling to ourselves.
I'm gonna download that picture and like make it
That
like,
elephant.
thing for a minute so that everybody else can see.
All right, so I think we're going to be doing con updates with Lucy now, and then anime recap with Mira Jane.
Watch it.
Then we'll move on to. Okay. Then we'll move on to Guess Who with Carla, and hopefully by that time Jalal and Happy will have joined us. We can continue on with more Dragon Con conversation, and then Cooking with Elfman. Basically, the show's going to go from flow normally, but Lisana's not on, so we will be skipping Redis' Gallery tonight and doing it later during the week. And then finishing everything with the manga recap, and that will be the end of today's show. Don't worry, guys. We'll have plenty more stuff throughout the week. And who knows, maybe more Lucy throughout the week as well, because, you know, she might have a day off sometime.
What are you talking about? I'm always free in the afternoons.
There we go. We may do that then. Bless you.
Doesn't
you,
Jake.
Toby the Bark Bark. Toby the Bark Bark sneezing, so I had to say bless him.
Don't die.
Bless your
Clothes
little heart.
can make you die.
The edges hurt.
She's
Am I
never
good?
getting that. She said the edges.
Okay, I don't know how much they can see, but select me on the
That
camera
chest.
for a minute.
Oh dear
He's got
God.
nipples. He's got nipples.
Yay!
Nipples exist.
What?
So,
Impossible.
He has
okay,
nipples.
here's a little bit of what this picture looks like. It's not showing the best part, so I'm posting this on Facebook.
Or he has moles.
Or you can just go on Hiromashima's Twitter
Well, I
page
posted-
and actually see it.
I posted the link in the comments for everybody.
Okay.
And they've
But,
all
yeah,
been
this-
saying, what? It was pretty much the same reaction that all of us had in varying degrees.
All right, so moving on to Lucy, who has con updates, I believe.
I actually have. A
Oh
lot.
dang. Oh dang.
I'm almost done with the year.
Hooray!
Alright. Umicon, Daytona, September the 5th through the 7th at the Plaza Resort in Spawn, Daytona Beach, Florida. Aaron Desmuke, Justin Cook, and J. Michael Tatum. It's not fair. They get to go to the beach. And I'm stuck at work.
Oh.
Next, AmeliaCon. AmeliaCon, September the 6th at the Fernandina? I can't even.
They're gonna what?
Fernandina?
Gesundheit.
Fernandina?
For
I'm not this kind of Spanish. I'm sorry. I'm not this kind of Spanish. It's Fernandina Beach Recreation Center and Days Inn at the Fernandina Beach, Florida. Yeah, let's go with that. Micah Solisat
Son of
and
Dino.
Sunny Strait. Next one. My favorite, I wish I could go. KantaiCon, September the 6th at the USS Yorktown CV-10 at Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Yes, it's on an aircraft carrier. You have Eric Vale. So Loki will be there on a ship. So sad. I want to go see him. I want to go. Next one. NanCon, September the 12th through the 14th at the Denver Marriott Tech Center in Denver, Colorado.
Yep,
I've never known where that is.
I do. I'm gonna be there.
We should go because Chuck Huber, Sonny Strait,
Ooh.
Patrick Syed, and Wendy Powell will be there.
I'll say hi to Chuck. Like, remember
Next
how
one.
you're
I
awesome.
must go. I don't care if I get fired from work. RamenCon, September the 19th through the 21st at the Radisson Hotel at Star Plaza in Merrillville, Indiana. Todd Habercorn, J. Michael I was about to say something else. Said his name too many times. And Stephanie Young. Also the same weekend, Mythicon, September the 19th through the 21st at the Doubletree by, wait, what? Oh, the Doubletree by Hilton Orlando at SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida. And you have John Swayze. Anime Weekend Atlanta, September the 26th through the 28th at the Renaissance Waverly Hotel in Cove Galleria in Atlanta, Georgia. Jeremy Lee and J. Michael Tatum.
Wait.
And I'll work there.
Galleria?
Yep, Cove Galleria Center.
It's Cobb.
Oh, whatever. Well done. I don't care. It's a place. It's a fancy place where I get to go work. Yay!
You too?
I'm working booth. I'm there for the Nostalgia Cons.
I might have to come see you.
You should.
I will.
I'll be there all weekend. I'm so happy I can get to go! I'm so happy! I precisely called it off when my manager was extremely happy. It was only 5 seconds. And it worked. Fucking worked. And last one. SenshiCon, September the 27th through the 28th at the William A. Egan Civic and Convention Center? Yeah, there's an and in there. In Anchorage, Arkansas, and you have Caitlin Glass. I thought Anchorage was in Alaska. This map. God damn it, this map.
California and Pittsburgh.
Okay,
What the heck?
Yeah, because that works.
Somebody forgot to, like, United States.
They forgot that Alaska was part of the United States, so they're like, let's use his name again.
They forgot to
It's
map.
not used.
They forgot
I
how to
think-
map.
I think they just put a bunch of names inside the hat, and once they ran out of names in the hat, they just refilled it with the same names. That's a good idea. So that's it. That's all I got, because that's only September. If I keep going, it's a long list. I don't know
It's
who's
really
going next,
intense.
but you shall go next. Have fun.
Mira with anime recap.
Why don't I ever remember that?
Oh.
Handing it over to Mira for anime recap.
So I actually really like this episode a lot because it kind of left you in suspense. I mean, not anybody that's current, right? Because we know what's going to happen. But I would imagine that the people who didn't know were in suspense the whole time because we didn't. Not only did we not get back to Gray being, killed, and Meredy was just like, oh, he got shot straight through the head. It was like there was no question about it. But we didn't get back to Ultier's spell until the second half of the show. So I was like, everybody that's watching this is probably freaking out right now. And actually, when I watched it, the comments on Crunchyroll were disabled. And I don't know if that was because there was something wrong with my internet or if they, disabled them because it's an emotional episode. I thought it was really funny. But I actually really liked that because Gray got so much attention last time and the recap of his death was this time, we actually got to see more with Droy and Macau and Gajeel getting super hurt and Bacchus, who are all... I remember Droy and Macau, but I couldn't remember about Gajeel and Bacchus. I was like, I can't even remember his name after I said it 20 seconds ago. So you got all of that stuff happening, and you have Ultier's flashbacks, and then you have her reset time, and it was so cool. It was so pretty. I think it was way better than I remember it being in the manga, just because it was, I don't know. It was so good. It was so pretty. And then everybody used their minute, because it only went back a minute, right? So then everybody used their minute to not die, and it was spectacular. And I'm pretty sure that next episode is the last episode of the Dragon Wars, so then we're going to get into the really silly stuff. I'm kind of excited. So I really liked this episode. I thought it was wonderful to see
Okay.
to spell in action. That's yeah. That's about it. I mean, did anybody else that can talk about it watch it? Hooray!
That's
I
a
was
resounding
asleep.
no.
I've been
I was
asleep.
gonna say, wow.
I've been in a coma for the past few days,
That's fair. I want to be in a coma
ignoring
right now.
Facebook, ignoring the internet. Period.
Same. Same. I literally, so my flight from Atlanta to Denver is 3 hours, and I'm pretty sure that it was passed out, even in the middle seat, passed out for the entirety of the 3 hours, plus the before time when they're doing their little
Did you
buckles
awkwardly lean
and-
on people?
No, I put the
Damn it, that's
thing
always
that
fun.
goes around your head. I put it against my head. Well, it turns out it was actually really fortunate that I didn't, because the lady next to me doesn't like flying, and so she was sitting there like arms crossed. You can't see them because
If you would have touched her, she would have lost it.
she might be, but like
That
I
would've
woke
been
up and she was like, like there was a tiny little turbulence, and she was like, "Oh God!"
I thought I was really bad with flying. That woman just sounds like she could outdo me.
I mean, she wasn't like. At one point, at the beginning of the flight, it was interesting because she put down the armrest and then she didn't use it. That's the other thing, is I put my arms on the armrests in the back, and then I like propped myself up, and then I had the thing folded around my head, and I was just like passed out. I bet it was super attractive. But I was so tired. I think I only got like 3 hours of sleep because we didn't go back to the room until 2 because we gotta say bye to everyone.
Oh, we need to get more water for the doggies.
Oh, that's why I never got my Hogwarts letter. Friendly reminder, anyone born between 85 and 98 didn't get their Hogwarts letter because Voldemort's ministry wiped out the record of Muggle-borns. God damn it!
I know. I'm upset.
Wait, what does this have to do with? Is this something to do with Pottermore?
Something I posted. It's something I
I was
posted.
going to say, Elfman just put it there.
I have been meaning to play Pottermore. I have one, but I've just kind of was like, whoa, stuff.
I got it to read the new story she posted, and that's about it. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I liked the episode.
That's all
It was
you have
pretty.
to say about that. Oh, look, a
I
random
liked it. It was
Jalal.
pretty.
He lives!
Hello, friend.
I will stab you.
Booker Cat.
Booker Catch.
Booker Catch.
I forgot I didn't tell that story because he wasn't on.
Booker Catch.
Booker Catch.
Catch.
Oh no, I have her trained now because all I have to do is just go.
Hi, dog. Your face is furry and it tickles on my lap.
I don't know how it is on
Can't tell if you're just
back
frozen
behind his voice.
being there.
Jalal, you mind putting in the peanut gallery on why you're staring at the camera and Mira is hiding?
Booker
A
Catch.
creeper.
That's why.
Are you saying hooker cat?
No. Booker Catch.
Oh, first I think you said hooker.
Okay, she heard a herker cat, and I heard
Herker. You just said a
burger.
herker. Herker.
No. It's something from Bioshock Infinite.
Stop lying to yourself. It's not healthy.
I'm not lying.
Hookers catch a lot.
Hookers catch a lot.
Oh.
Are you're not going to tell the story, or am I going to tell the
Well,
story?
hold on, wait. Another one that I said last night in the bar we were in. Booker Cat.
Booker Cat. That's right.
Okay, so there's a video on YouTube of them putting Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite as a player model in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh shit.
So the model isn't exactly built right because when it flips upside down on its head, it doesn't fall off bikes or fall down or anything like that. So they're sitting on a motorcycle and revving it, just doing flips off of a guardrail and all this kind of shit. And they've got the voice actor who did the male twin from the two twins in BioShock Infinite there. And he was like, they wanted him to do his character, like to voice some things, but then they have Elizabeth there. She's like, I'm going to do this one. So as he's in the air flipping, he's like, Booker catch, Booker catch, Booker catch. Later on in the video, there's a car that explodes. And it explodes enough to where it flies into the air and goes into the river. As it's in the air, the guy looks, he's like, Booker catch! So, yeah.
But so he did his Herbert the Pervert voice, which is way creepier in person, just in case anybody's curious. So he started doing that one to I don't know.
Yeah. But then I was doing Booker at Dragon Con, and all of a sudden, like, I remembered that video, and I looked at her, and I went, Booker catch.
Did you ever find an Elizabeth while you were Booker?
I found 2.
Nice.
So if any
Yeah,
listeners,
but there was one across the street.
any listeners of us right now that are going to AWA and you do Elizabeth, I will throw coins at you. And I will say Elizabeth catch.
I found raw toast.
Oh god, not raw toast.
It's raw toast. And he's making actual toast. He's like, there will be no raw toast in this house. I was like, yes, there will.
So you
There will
ran
be
and,
much
like,
raw toast in
grabbed
this
the
house.
Toast?
Anyway,
Okay.
So I randomly
So,
decided
moving
to do a
on.
dice pattern on my fingernails.
Nice. Nice.
So
are there any other
before we
stories?
move on to the next part, we'll let Jalal tell about his Dragon Con experience, and then we'll move on to Guess Who.
Wow.
But I'll tell mine.
So, Con experience, you weren't there. You were
Exactly.
struggling and couldn't go. But we missed
It was
you.
very sad.
We missed you though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so my Dragon Con experience. Day 1, had to go get my room key from our Jiraiya from the Naruto podcast, and the cells. There's the tight cluster of 3, then there's the one with the dealer's room, then there's one about 2 blocks a fucking way. We were in the Marriott, which is in that little cluster of 3. I got him. Guess where he fucking is? The one 2 blocks away. So I walk with 3 bags and a toolbox, about 50 to 100 pounds worth of luggage and costumes, 2 blocks after getting off of MARTA to get my key, to walk 2 blocks again to the room to put my stuff down.
Ugh.
That's how it started. Then from there, felt Saturday lasted forever, which was awesome. Of the year that I hoped it would last. After that, just kind of walked around as Edward Kenway for a while. Then I think it was that night that I ran into Mira.
Yeah.
Yeah, ran into you that night.
Mhm.
No, ran into you that afternoon when we went for the interview and Urza got really frustrated at Natsu.
Yeah, I don't know why she was frustrated at Natsu. That was weird.
I don't know. But yeah, we had to go for the interview. That was supposed to be at 2 o'clock, but then it wasn't that day, and then they did it for tomorrow,
Okay,
and then all that kind of crap. And
The thing
Yeah,
is,
interviews
I
just
got
got mixed
emailed.
up.
I got emailed that it was supposed to be on Friday, and then I found like I didn't find out until like external on our
Like
way
almost a
there
day
that it was
later.
on Saturday, and I was like, okay, well that's cool, that's good news.
Wait.
That means we won't be missing it, you know. But yeah,
I remember I was pissed. Because you knew when it was, but you didn't tell her where the rooms are to interview.
No,
I didn't even know what room they were in.
No, he didn't. I
I
saw
know.
the email. It just told him who it was when. The interviews had a little mix-up, but we figured it out. Everything's fine.
That was day 1. It was a pretty decent day, but then day 2 was way better. Because, 1, everyone, and also because a certain interview that we did with a certain story about boo-boos.
You guys will get it later.
All right, for those who want to join in on this conversation, Kakazu is a raw toast killer because
Oh, come
he
on.
cooked it. He made actual toast. No, you get in there, you raw toast killer. You get.
One of
Raw
our
toast killers are not allowed on the show.
one of our
Killed
guildmates in the
raw
comments
toast.
did the same thing.
You horrible.
How dare they?
But she wants to know if you prefer butter or jelly
You
on
can
your
have
killed
French
raw
raw
toast.
Why not both?
You can.
I mean,
I had buttered toast.
You know, also have garlic raw
buttered
toast.
toast.
I'm trying to think of
Buttered
other,
toast.
other things
Goodness
that were
gracious, I
fun.
know.
There were a lot of costumes there that, and I got to walk up to and kind of do some random things. Like there were 2 guys from Spaceballs. It was a white Spaceball and a black Spaceball, and I walked up to them and I just had to. I think were you beside me, Mira, when I did it?
When was it? What did you do?
No, I think it was Happy that was right beside me when we did. I walked
This
up to
doesn't sound
2
familiar, but that doesn't mean anything.
I walked up the 2 Spaceballs and I was like, guys, I gotta know. Which one of you is Major Asshole? One guy looked to me, he said, oh, this is Sergeant Major Asshole. I was like, oh, so you're the one that blew up the ship. Who are you? I'm his cousin, Lieutenant Major Asshole. I'm like, so you're both assholes? Yes, I'm surrounded by assholes. She's like, and he said, we got a lot more at home.
You told me the story. I wasn't there.
I was like, oh my.
Natsu, your post.
How many assholes are on this shit anyhow?
Yo!
Assholes.
Natsu, your comment in the chat reminded me of something. I read on Facebook that 2 of my friends from Facebook got puked on.
Oh, that was another thing that
Got
happened
what?
with that. With
They
drunken
got puked on. Like somebody was sitting next to them or was standing in front of them and just like barfed on them
God.
randomly.
I'm glad that did not happen to me. I would
This
have
is
been
gonna turn into
so
super
Super
pissed.
glad that did not happen to me. But yeah,
This
there
is
was
going
a
to turn
dark.
into a
There was a
short.
dark part of costume. It was awesome.
This is going to turn into a short public service announcement really quickly. Don't be the drunk person on top of like the 12th to 30th floor and drop glasses onto a moving
Yeah.
like escalator. Please don't. That will hurt people. It happened.
Yeah.
Full
People are
glasses
idiots.
fell from the sky and almost killed people. Shut down everything. We
Wait,
were like,
glasses as in somebody
Like
glasses
bottles.
with cup.
like glasses.
Like bottles.
Oh.
Yes.
Actually, I remember reading that on Facebook too. One of the people who are friends with me on Facebook was less than 2 inches from getting smacked in the head with that.
Yeah, that happened. But all around, really fun con. Definitely my favorite ones ever.
I had so much fun meeting all of you people.
Yes, miss you already.
I know.
But we'll come to visit.
Terrible. I will come visit.
No, I said I will come to visit.
Oh, I will. I'll probably. Oh,
Because
I will
Road
probably
trip.
come visit you because it's
Because-
so.
Because
Humid.
I want to leave the South. I've been here my
Yeah,
whole
well-
life, and I want to leave it.
Come
I've been
visit
everywhere.
me.
It's fun. Hey, we can take a road trip, dude.
Oh my gosh!
Road trip. No,
Can you
road
guys
trip,
road
and
trip
then
out
we
to
have
visit
to do
me?
we have to do the what is that song? The song where they're headbanging in the car.
I don't know.
You lost
can't
me
remember.
there.
There's a
And,
movie where two
like-
guys are taking a road trip and they're headbanging in the car to a song.
It's not Night at the Roxbury?
I don't think so. I can't remember it, but yes, road trip would be awesome. But yeah, really fun con, especially when you guys left and I went back up to my room. Let's just say that the final sips of candy did me in.
Yeah.
Because I went back up to my room and finished off my candy as well as other people's other candy.
Candy? Why are we calling
I have-
alcohol candy?
Well, because I had Fireball, which is
She had Fireball.
candy, and while
Which it
Natsu and
sucks, so I'm
Jalal
just going to call it candy from now on because it is basically like candy.
Natsu and Jalal we were all the three of us walking around, and I had it in my purse, and every time they wanted it, they're like, "Can I have some candy?" Sure. why not?
Kind of like when
Because it is candy.
me and Juvia were walking around saying, "Can I have Kool-Aid?"
Candy.
hmm
Have some candy.
I don't know if anyone else
Yeah.
that went to DragonCon went to any panels.
Did not. Tell us about
Um,
panels.
If anyone has the chance to go to a panel, and you see them on the panel list and you can go see the Venture Brothers panel. Not even kidding.
Yeah, you did say that.
He will
That was
open,
hilarious.
the creator will open up for questions, and he's like, you don't have to ask me about Venture Brothers, because one, I don't even remember the shit. You can ask me about anything. Relationship advice, sex, I will talk about fucking sex. Masturbation, I will talk
Well-
about masturbation too. He talked about the first time he had seminal release.
Oh my god.
I was like,
God.
I look at my friend, I'm like, what did you bring me to?
Alan quoted.
I was like, and then all of a sudden there was this girl who walked up there, and she said, well, since you said we could ask about relationship advice, I want to know your opinion on this. I was just broken up with by my boyfriend because I would not make him enough sandwiches. Hold on. The creator went, wait, hold on. Is this a metaphor here and I'm missing it? Is making sandwiches like a code word for something? Because, I mean, like, if we're talking about that, I mean, like, come make me a sandwich. I mean, come on.
Make me a pizza.
It was like, yes. Yeah, then it was the creator, the guy who does Dr. Venture, his voice actor was there, and but he said if they make a live action Venture Brothers, they were like, don't cast anyone else, cast me. I'm old, I'm crabby, I've got a good imitation of the voice. All I have to do is just fucking shave my head. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, if you have a chance, go see that panel. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, that was my DragonCon experience. I give it on a scale of A to double D triple A chips.
I don't think that's a thing. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, even though I didn't make it to any panels. Like I wanted to, but then I saw the lines and was like, no, I'm good.
Nope.
Well, I guess that's.
Oh, and
Guess
then
who
the
time
dealer
is?
room. Dealer
I
room
never
as
went to
well.
visit it.
I got myself a flask, which is an awesome, awesome flask.
I got candy corn.
It's actually, Choji, you would enjoy the flask as well. It's like it looks like a potion from like sorcery, and it's got a cork top to it, and it's got leather that goes down 4 sides, so it's like 4 sides, and then it's got actually leather string that goes around like in between those eye holes, and it looks really cool. It's black leather with the clear bottle with the brown cork.
Nice.
Anyway,
It was really cool looking.
I still haven't unpacked.
Me either. I just slept all day.
Candy corn.
Oh god, candy corn.
Ah.
I really need to unpack this because this is just sitting here and I don't want it to get ruined.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, moving
It's the
on.
chocolate candy corn.
Mmm.
Here you
It's
go.
time for guess who?
Wait, it's time for Guess Who?
Time for me to boogie.
Boogie with a popsicle.
No.
Hold on.
This is not what I want. Are we moving to guess who? Huh?
Are we?
Maybe? I think so.
I think so. I think that's what's next. But also, unless I mean,
I don't know. I'm planning road trips.
Choji.
I want it.
I have
I
for
want it.
150. I don't have it finished because I have all the pieces, but I have to stick the pieces together.
And
So Happy is done for the prize for today. I just have to put him all together. So I guess he's like half done, really. But then I want to show him here when he's done. So whoever wins next week on Tuesday, I will probably send out Happy as a prize to you.
Woo-woo!
I didn't finish Panther Lily and Carla, but I think that we should use them as prizes later in the year.
Yeah, I'll
There are
make you
fun things
Carla's
happening.
clothes. I just have to like get the yarn, but it's pretty easy to make.
Okay.
So, or at least parts of it is. There's one piece where I'm just kind of sitting here going, what the?
What piece? For her
Um,
clothes?
I don't know how to make a skirt yet.
See, that's what I was thinking. I also, before I make Carla, I want to check with the person who made the pattern. I want to make sure that it's okay that I do that. Because she owns it. Aw, look at the cuddling.
If we give the Carla pattern to her, she probably won't have a problem.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I just want to make sure, because, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a jerk. Since she gave me the pattern in the first place.
Okay.
Are we ready?
So, we're getting there. I've got wet fingers.
Um,
I should really think before I talk.
think about.
Alright, I don't remember who won last week. Somebody remind me?
Did we not? We didn't. No. Queen of
Words and
Wolves.
syllables are words and syllables.
Queen of Wolves
Okay.
won last week.
Alright. So, Queen of Wolves. Why do I want to go Queen of Werewolves?
Queen of Werewolves.
Werewolves.
Specifically.
Where?
Oh.
Anyway, Queen of Wolves, you can guess random nonsensical bullshit only. Did I? Okay, yeah, I did.
At first, thought you were gonna say Queen of Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves.
For everybody else, you have 10 minutes to guess. That is 2 minutes per hint, which means that is 5 hints. At the end of Guess Who with Carla, if we move on to Cooking with Elfman, if you have not guessed, well, then you don't win Happy until next week. Or I guess we'll have to come up with another Guess Who with Carla at some point during this time.
Mm-hmm.
The 150 extravaganza, whatever we're calling it.
150 week.
Yes.
I like that, the 150 week.
The
I'm
150
cool with
week.
that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so if you don't guess today, the hints go up on Facebook, and you have until the next Guess Who with Carla during the 150 week to guess.
AKA Raw Toast Week.
Yeah, or Raw Toast Week. So, without further ado, let me go see what I would like my first hint to be.
That was cute.
They are hypocritical. And go.
Well, we already have the Jackal
Of course.
and Master
we do.
Bob.
Of course. we
Everybody wants to win the prize.
do.
Is it Podcast Wendy?
No.
Is it Theon Greyjoy?
Really?
I don't think TRJ1 really cares. Just gonna guess whatever the hell he wants. Tatsuyo, do you mean Bob is in Master Bob? You just said Bob. We have Jackal, Master Bob, Podcast Wendy. Queen of Wolves is excited to guess random nonsense.
People want
come
to
on,
win
guys.
so they can do the random nonsense.
Hmm?
Do you think people want to win so they can do the random nonsense?
Oh, absolutely. That and you get to win. Who doesn't like winning?
Winning.
I like winning. It's the best thing ever. Shutouts are fun. I don't know. I'm just sort of filling space now because it'll be quiet if I don't talk. Jet.
No.
Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. Ow! My wrist just cracked.
I heard that.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was my
Everything
wrist.
is Booker Catch.
Booker Catch. Except for, so TRJ1 just always guesses random shit, so he doesn't. It's always a surprise when he actually wins. Yes,
Yeah.
Kirito, Jet, Lady Helix. Oh my gosh, Tatsuyo didn't guess himself this time. TRJ1 did it for him. Is it Uncle Atlas?
No, and the next hint is they wear hardly any clothing.
It's Gray being thrown up
I
by
mean, it
Frost.
is Fairy Tale, so that
No,
was
it is not Gray being thrown up by Frosh. Although I really wish I could make that a thing. Like, I want to figure out how to put that drawing and guess who Carla.
So Gray was a
I
hairball?
think that we shouldn't do that because it's freaky.
In about a year,
Is it Gemma?
that you should choose it
No.
to be that particular Gray.
Who's Ursat's?
And we'll remember it.
Right?
I have a bunch of guesses. Ursat's? Is that a
No.
person? Droy?
No.
Kinana?
No.
Gemma?
No.
Bob Jones, do you know who Elfman's girlfriend is? And since there's a prize, I'm not going to say who I know you mean. Juvia?
No.
Is it Carla?
No. No.
Ortier?
No.
Paulaxana? Polexana? Polxanna? I don't know
That
who
just
is.
doesn't even make sense.
I don't even know how to say it.
We've officially confirmed that Kano will be joining us on Wednesday.
Hooray! Is it
But
Rufus?
she'll actually get to talk about some of her Dragon Con experience as well.
Is it Rufus?
No.
Romeo?
No.
Armin? Leroy Jenkins.
Really?
At least I have, hey, at least I have
Kim?
chick.
Who's Kim?
Who?
I feel really bad when I don't know who the characters are, even though there are
Is it
8,000
the evil bunny overlord of darkness?
Well, that...
Evil Bunny Overload of Darkness.
Oh, we talked to Anya.
Yes, we did. We talked to Anya. That was awesome. Anya from Buffy.
Is it Frosh?
No. Next hint.
Oh.
They like to learn the weaknesses of their enemy.
Is it Loxus?
No.
For a second, I thought she was about to
Jess?
say that they like big butts and they cannot lie.
Is it Jess?
No.
Gemini?
No.
I was gonna say, we got Gemini twice, 1 second apart. Yikes! Kinana has already been guessed. Still no. Ooh, Angel?
No.
Not Juvia. Bugger Cat? No. Booker Cat.
It's Booker Catch.
Booker Cat.
Catch.
Booker Cat.
Tear. These goddamn tears. Tear.
No, just do a sucker cat.
Fucking
Is it
tear.
Orga?
Tear.
No.
Hoenn remakes. Absolutely the Hoenn remakes. That makes so much sense.
Speaking of
Trumpets
tears,
intensifying.
if you didn't notice, Toby's tearing through the house right now, chasing after a bright yellow ball.
Tear.
Tear.
Fucking tear.
Is it Lecter? That was one I didn't see earlier.
Tears up the blinds
No.
on the front door. He's gonna be in trouble.
Making sure that I haven't missed anything. There's haven't been any new. Oh, there were just new guesses. Who's Miffy? Is it Kana?
No.
Levi?
No.
Fukuro?
Who?
Not the owl.
Yes,
Is that who it is?
it is.
The Holy Herald!
Why am I not surprised? Isn't this he wins
All
in
the
like
time.
100 and now he wins on 150?
Wait, he did
Right.
win in 100, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
Way to
He was like,
secure-
I
way to
already
secure
won
the
in
50
150, so I'm not going to try. But then we talked about the prize, and so he was like, I'm going to try today for real.
alright, hold on.
Wait, who was it?
The
The
Holy
Holy
Herald.
Herald.
No, the
Alright,
character.
so,
Fukuro.
it was Fukuro.
Oh.
The Holy Herald, you need to email us at fairytalepodcast@gmail.com, your address, so that it can be forwarded to Mira when she is finished with Happy. She
It'll
will
be
send it
finished
to
this
you.
week. Oh, wait a minute. Why are things out? Things seem to be out of order. Let me.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go and do a little tidbit of info on Fukuro. Alright, his magic and abilities is night vision. Thanks to his owl's head, Fukuro is capable of perfectly seeing in the darkness, having been able to see through Simon's dark moment. He has a jetpack. This Fukuro employs this holder magic involving the use of jets. He uses them mainly for combat and transportation. This allows Fukuro to maneuver around and flank his opponents freely in battle. He's got a few sub spells with this. It says Judgment. Fukuro fires a blast of energy at the opponent, which does external and internal damage. And then it's Jet Hoo Hoo Ho, or Ho Ho Hoo.
I love that. Yeah, no shit.
Fukuro uses his rocket packs to launch him at his target. And then there's Missiles Ho Ho Hoo. Or I don't know how you say this, if it's either Ho Hoo Hoo Ho or Ho Ho Hoo.
Meh.
Fukuro
All
launches
the
his
who's
rocket
and ho
packs
ho who will.
at his opponents, right? Fukuro can control the path of the rocket packs, and there are arms which come out from the bottom of each one to grab the opponent. After grabbing the target with his rockets, he can make them spin in a circle. This was used to take advantage of Natsu's motion sickness. He also has absorption magic. This is a tongue twister right now for me. Fukuro employs this caster magic to absorb his opponent's magic by digesting them whole after capturing them. Once his target is fully digested, approximately within 10 minutes, their magics will become his permanently, though it wasn't as powerful as the original wielders. He's got some sub-spells for this one too. It's Capture Ho Ho Hoo. Fukuro's most unusual technique and the source of his power. Fukuro eats his opponents and takes their magic as his own. Once he has digested them, they become permanently part of his power. However, the strength of the obtained power doesn't seem to be as powerful as the original wielders, proven when Fukuro used Natsu's fire breath on Gray and it had no effect on him, with Gray commenting that those flames were nothing compared to Natsu's. He has Fire Ho Ho Hoo. After eating Natsu's, Fukuro gained this attack, which allows him to shoot fire at his opponent from his fist. He has Fire Dragon's Roar. After eating Natsu, Fukuro gained this attack, which allows him to breathe fire at his opponent, pretty similar to Natsu's version. He is also an expert in hand-to-hand combat, since Fukuro displayed great prowess in unarmed combat, having been able to fight pair-to-pair with Natsu, an extremely proficient and hand-to-hand fighter. And he has enhanced durability. Fukuro has shown to possess a high degree of physical durability, receiving Natsu's Fire Dragon's Claw attack on his face and acting as if nothing happened, with no visible injuries on himself. He does have an equipment. It is a rocket pack. Fukuro possesses a large pair of rockets attached to his back, which allow him to fly around at high speeds and to attack his enemies. He's capable of detaching those rockets from his back and to control them remotely, allowing him to grab opponents and drag them around in the air through the use of the 2 mechanical arms which can come out of them. Some trivia. In the manga, Trinity Raven's fate is unknown. In the anime, near the end of the arc, Fukuro is the one to save Ikaruga and Valdlis, taking them away from the exploding tower through the use of his rockets. In the anime, Fukuro confronts Natsu and Simon in a large room filled with cages, but in the manga, he fights them in a stone hallway. Amongst his fellow assassins, Fukuro is the one most living up to Trinity Raven's bird theme, with Fukuro being Japanese for owl, and his appearance and screeches mirroring the animal's theme as well. And he does have one quote: "I will not let you break the rules. I will pass judgment on you in the name of justice. The warrior of justice, Fukuro, is here," and he says this to Natsu. And that is it.
So I have a correction to make. So I'm confused because on my comments it's the Holy Herald first, but that says it was. But there's 2. It's TRJ Try 1 also guessed it right after, and everybody there says that it was TRJ Try 1, not the Holy Herald, and the Holy Herald says that he gets it. So it was TRJ Try 1. I guess. So I apologize. My comments are apparently out of order.
Oh, so TRJ Try 1.
Yes.
Is that like a consensus? Is everybody agreeing with that?
Well, the Holy Herald's the only one that needs to agree.
Well, no, not really.
Nobody else guessed Fukuro, though.
Well, I'm talking about like everybody else in the comments, if they can see it.
Well, TRJ Try 1 says I guessed it first, and then the Holy Herald says, wait, TRJ Try 1 guessed it first. He gets it, not me. So.
Oh, okay.
Apparently my comments are just stupid.
Alright, so, correction, TRJ Try 1, you need to email us at fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. We need your address so that it could be passed on to Mira.
And so that way we can send you a happy plush made of Klondike Skittles, and you can finally shut the hell up about it.
Oh my God! If you have to shut up about that after this. I'll hide them in there, and you'll never get them.
They're gonna go sour, and he's gonna wonder what the hell.
There's gonna be
one Klondike Skittle in there.
There's gonna be one Klondike Skittle in there.
So what you need to do, Mira, is like you need to go and get a Klondike bar, and then take a pen top and like stick it in the Klondike bar to get like a little circle, and kind of like mold it into what looks like a Skittle.
Alright guys, it is time for cooking with Elfman.
Yes. Oh crap!
I have a microphone on a stick, so I feel like I'm a rock star right now.
We
were like faking rock star stuff earlier. We were faking rock star moves.
I saw that, and I kind of was sitting here going, I'm confused because I don't know what she
has. Hey, you want to grab the microphone and pretend like we're playing Rock Band?
If you're not ready, I can read a comment.
No, it's whatever.
Okay.
Today on Cooking with Elfman, there is something I'm making that I grabbed really quickly called a potato and bacon salad.
What?
Oh, just really quickly, Elfman, I was curious if you'd like to do something similar with audience participation, like we can actually have it where from week to week the audience requests like a week in advance. The audience will request something that they'd like to see done on Cooking with Elfman, like see how do you make this or stuff like that, and then we can sift through, or you can sift through whichever one struck you as like the most out there or funny, or the one that you happen to like the most. That way we get some more audience participation back on Cooking with Elfman. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that.
Okay, yeah.
Tried that.
I kind of wanted to try that, but of course it's your segment, so I want to run by you first.
We tried that for when everybody went to go visit you at your housewarming.
Right.
It worked.
All right. So guys, submit. Go ahead and make sure to submit on. I think we'll be making a post on Facebook very, very soon. And once we do, make sure to submit your idea for what you think should be talked about on next week's Cooking with Elfman.
I will do that in just a second.
Thank you very much. Back to you, Elfman.
Okay. Today we're making a potato and bacon salad. It's like a potato salad that's got bacon and stuff in it too.
With raw toast on the side.
Sure. Yeah, that's good. I think maybe probably.
I like Texas raw toast.
You're not allowed to go to Texas anymore.
Raw Texas toast. I don't have a Texas toaster, so that's perfect. Oh, I did gloss over it. Oh my god, I missed it entirely. He guessed it way early.
Oh,
Whoops.
wow.
Sorry, TRJ Try One.
Mira made a boo-boo.
It did, but we fixed it. It didn't show up earlier.
So this recipe, it makes a serving for 8 people. So, me. Going to need 5 eggs, 4 slices of bacon. Make sure you get that thick cut, because that's the good kind. 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, or if you want to add less to taste. 1 cup of mayonnaise.
What?
What?
What the fuck was that?
Mayonnaise.
I'm not touching it.
I don't think it. Are we still speaking English? Am I on the right show?
Prepare for the white and sticky.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, that was probably. Oh god. That's not funny. That is the most disgusting. Sticky.
Why do you think I don't eat mayonnaise or salad dressing much?
So I like mayonnaise, but when you say it's sticky,
It's just.
don't like
you
sticky.
said that, my mind went really south, and then it went to marshmallows.
Sticky. I don't like sticky. I don't like marshmallows. Unless they're on s'mores with more with more sugar, so you know.
With more chocolate.
Sugar on top of my sugar is good. Anyways, 3 stalks of celery, minced, 2 pounds of small potatoes, 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, and salt and pepper to taste. First, place the potatoes in a pot with enough water to cover and bring it to a boil. Cook for about 20 minutes until they're tender, drain and cool. Meanwhile, place eggs in a saucepan and cover with cold water. Bring water to a boil and immediately remove from heat. Cover and let eggs stand in hot water for 10 to 12 minutes. Remove from hot water and place in a bowl of cold water to cool. Peel the eggs and place 3 of them into a large bowl. Reserve the rest for later. Mash the eggs in the bowl with a fork or your fist and stir in the mustard mayonnaise.
How about your face?
You can do that.
Just eat it.
You can just eat the ingredients by itself, but I like mixing it all together and go at once. That way it's nice and compact.
Mix it all together and that's a lovely, lovely rendition.
You know, that's another way to do it.
I saw what you did at a corner of my eye and it looked very, very wrong.
See, I'm not looking at the screen, so I just
No,
kind of
I'm looking.
imagined, like, Elfman doing this number.
Well, no, you guys are over here on this monitor. I'm looking at this monitor. I'm still listening.
Anyways, stir it all together. Mustard, mayonnaise, celery, salt, and pepper, and set it aside. Now cook your bacon slices. Pardon me 1 second. Okay.
We're supposed to do that with our bacon slices?
I don't want to do that.
I don't think you should do that with your bacon slices. That's why I said pardon me.
It's an
Anyways.
aside, guys.
Cook your bacon slices on a skillet over medium-high heat until they're crispy and just... Then crumble 2 of the bacon slices in the mayonnaise mixture. Reserve the rest for garnish. Now peel and chop the potatoes and stir in a
I
bowl
have a
until...
question.
Mm.
I might have an answer.
Are you just saying mayonnaise because you can, or is it actually typed like that?
Because I can.
Okay. I was like, that's kind of an odd way to
I was going to say, if that's the name of the man, shoot the person, because it's annoying as shit if that was... Like, imagine all of that on a shelf.
Could you imagine like a TV commercial? Mayonnaise. It's like the new
Imagine people with
brand
dyslexia.
mayonnaise. Oh god.
Their brains would just melt. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get E-I-E-I-O.
Did you know that Old MacDonald was a terrible speller? Spell cat. K-A-T-E-I-E-I-O.
Okay. Peel and chop your potatoes and stir into the bowl until evenly coated. Slice the 2 remaining eggs and place on top of the salad. Crumble the remaining bacon over the eggs and sprinkle parsley over the top. Ta-da!
Da-na-na-na.
It's ready.
So tasty!
Wait, did you just say it's ready in that
Yes.
voice? Cooking is so fun. Cooking is so
It's so
fun.
fun!
Now it's time to take a break and see what we have
Ready! Okay. Yes, that is it for that. I don't have a drink right now. Give me a second.
Well, you could do the alien thing.
Huh?
Coming up next on Cooking with Elfman.
That
12
thing
different
that
ways to have raw toast.
Nasu showed you. What? That he shared with you on Facebook?
Oh, I might. Give me a second.
Okay, I don't like killing time here. I do not know why, but for some reason my forehead is really, really hot, and I don't know if it's because I have bangs now or if it's just really hot in here, and I'm having a slight fever.
Oh no! Normally, fever though, you feel cold.
Because we're cooking with Elfman.
No, not me. I get weird fevers. Like I get some fevers, but I feel hot.
Oh really?
Like I feel hot. Like I will feel like I'm hot, but everybody around me is like, you're really cold.
I think we now officially have a theme song for Cooking with Elfman now.
Oh, Christ.
Because we're cooking with Elfman.
Oh God,
Get
please
back
don't
in.
sing. Please don't sing. I have been tortured by your singing all day. Please don't sing.
My singing?
Yes.
You can fuck right off. My singing is brilliant.
It is not. It is not. Pitch
Hey,
correct.
You know what? You can go straight to hell. Ah.
Hey, host.
Pitch correct says otherwise.
Calm down. I got a drink now.
Raw toast.
Hooray!
Okay, this drink, I found it really quick. It's called the Canada.
Oh,
The what?
God.
Say
When you
that
drink-
again.
It's called the Canada.
Canada.
Canada!
Tetsuo!
Inuyasha!
What?
Kagome!
I don't understand what's happening right now.
I don't either, but I'm moving my bangs off my forehead. 'Cause it's really
It's a freaking flash that came out a long time ago on YouTube. It started off with Naruto, Sasuke, then it moved on to Kaneda and Tetsuo, then moved to Inuyasha and Kagome. Then oh god, I gotta find it and show y'all later.
Somebody please clue me in. I'm totally lost.
Me too.
I feel like I've been lost since the McDonald's.
and now we have it in Attack on Titan. or somebody screaming Mako. They're like, Marco! And then you just see the colossal titan peek over the wall and go, Polo.
Okay, so yes, the Kaneda is
I love how we have to yell it every time.
it's a 0.75 ounces of Maker's Mark whiskey, 1.5 ounce of
Good
aftershock.
stuff.
Yeah, 1.5 ounce of aftershock, a splash lemon juice, and you top it off with
Aftershock?
Yes, I love aftershock.
I've never had it. Please explain.
It's a if I remember correctly, the kind that I had was a cinnamon schnapp, basically.
So it's kind of like Goldschlager?
Okay, it's hot and cold cinnamon liquor.
Fireball.
He can't make up his mind.
Give me a second, I will. And you top it off with club soda. It is really tasty looking, and Aftershock was one of the first things I've ever had. I found it in my mom's / my stepdad at the time's garage, and I drank it when I was a kid. It was really good. Wasn't much left, but it was oh. Okay, copy, and oh shit, wrong one.
Okay, hold on a second. Happy can't be on tonight because she came home to find out that there was no internet at her home.
Oh no!
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to have her on later on this week. So there's that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so I'm reading the page that you sent me for Aftershock, and this is how I read this at first, okay? It says, this cinnamon-flavored liquor has proved immensely popular since its introduction. Normally, it's drunk.
Hold on. This is fucking priceless. She has no internet because a cat came by and peed on the box.
Of course it did.
That has happened to me before. Muff, one of my cats, he passed away recently. He got mad at my dad because he would not give him a piece of bologna. And the cat literally looked at my dad from the floor, because Dad had put him in the floor, jumped up on the desk, looked at Dad again, turned around, and he didn't have a tail, he had a nub, like somebody had cut his tail off. So, you see this happen towards the direction of the modem.
See, now, if Happy wasn't whoring around with all the other cats in the neighborhood, this could have been avoided.
I don't remember where we were. We got distracted on Thursday.
No,
But yeah, that's
we got
that
distracted.
is it for Cooking with Elfman. Yeah, hi.
Alright, so I read the page that you gave me for Aftershock, and I don't know if anybody heard it, because I don't think anybody responded, because we were laughing about cats peeing on modem boxes.
That was freaking priceless, man.
It is, it really is. Okay, I read this as this cinnamon-flavored liquor has proved immensely popular since its introduction. Normally, it's drunk. Instead of normally drunk as a shooter, I read it. Normally, it's drunk and a shooter.
Normally, it's the alcohol.
Normally,
drunk.
you get drunk and then shoot her.
No, I read
that.
it as normally it's drunk and a shooter.
Like I said, normally you get drunk and shoot her.
No, she means that the alcohol was never mind.
The alcohol is the drunk, and it's also a shooter.
Also, I need to go ahead and share with the audience why Master Makarov is not on, because that was like the funniest post I've read today.
But last week's was better.
I'm confused about the post, though, because is there something supposed to be going on over there?
No, he said if there are any if there are reports of bright lights or earthquake-like sounds in New England, totally not me using fairy law on paperwork.
But why New England? Is he in England?
He said, yeah, he's in New England. New England, like.
He's in Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
It's part of New England, isn't it?
Oh,
That
no,
area is called New England. It's not
Yeah.
England. It's called New England. That area.
Oh, okay, I totally get it now. I thought he
Never
went to
heard
England.
anybody say the term New England. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Hey, this is how I felt about Trunk last week.
Right?
I have heard people say New England, referring to up there, but for some reason I sat there and stared at that post and was like, he's in New England.
Apparently, according to Master, he has a galactic fuck ton of papers to suss out before a relaxing 9-hour workday tomorrow. So
I love Master.
everybody make sure to send Master your love and affection. Yes.
I love him.
He has the best ways to just freaking say, hey, I'm not going to be on the show because work is an ass. All right, so you guys ready for the manga?
It's the first day of September.
Are we ready for the manga, guys?
Yeah, after my reaction to last week's, I purposely have not read it so that I could, like, freak out again.
Okay.
On the show, because I was like,
I
forgot to read it, and then I went.
Well, this ought to make Carla happy. The first thing we get is Gajil in a tank top, and he's
hold on. I have things to contribute to Cooking with Elfman from our guildmates in the comments. So one of them said that Elfman should have taught us how to make toast. The Holy Herald says the mayo thing reminded him back of when he was teaching karate. This little kid couldn't pronounce his last name, so he goes up to him and he says, "Excuse me, Sensei, kame, kamehameha." Right? And she said he couldn't breathe for a good 5 minutes afterwards. That was really what I wanted to share, because that's amazing.
Alrighty.
Best Sensei name ever.
And if everybody else can catch up, I think sometime this week we're going to do a review of Season 3 of Korra.
Oh my gosh!
I will definitely...
Since Mira got caught up.
I will have to get caught up with the whole thing. I've only seen 4 episodes, and then, like, it didn't come out for a while, and then I just forgot.
Also, apparently...
4 episodes of what?
4 episodes of Season 1 of Korra.
Oops.
No, honey, it came out like week to week.
No, it was, I might have seen more, because there was a week where it skipped. And that was when I just kind of was like, ah.
Yeah, there was. The Holy Herald has confirmed that he's up in New England and shit's going down up there.
Oh.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and get on with the manga.
Kesha's Timber just came to mind.
I'm getting there.
Alright. Everybody make sure to kind of keep an eye on Carla's video page. Yay! All right.
I'm working. I'm getting to the chapter.
I'm gonna move the mic.
Getting to the chapter.
Wendy has a chance as well. All right. So this week, chapter 397, Steel on a journey. No, wait, training journey. I missed a word. Let me go back. Redo. On a training journey, spicy is the way to go.
Saucy.
Spicy.
God damn it, sugar boy.
That's the trick for the famous Gajil meal. For the famous?
Kill it with fire.
And then we just have glub, 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 glub.
He's pretty hot.
Levy brought hope. Yeah. Her self-sacrifice for Gajil's sake stirs his soul.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to talk to yourself this week.
Yeah, I know, right? Levy. Hang in there, Levy. I love that. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake, shake, shake. I always think of shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
You gave me air, right? Do it again. Oi, Levy.
That's a memory.
Okay. Do it again?
Flashback.
No, all I did was give you some of the air I had left.
What? Come on! Salamander and the girls need some too.
I can't. I'm already out of air myself. Besides, I only did it for you because you just happened to be the first one I noticed.
Uh-huh.
Just happened. Look at Mashima try to backpedal so quickly.
Oh, no.
What are you waiting for? You're a wizard. Make air with your magic.
Oh.
That would just freaking occurred to her. She's like, oh my god.
She's amazing.
Of course. I should have just used my magic before. How embarrassing. Solid script, air. Sorry.
Look at the embrace. It's so cute.
All right.
Yay, we have other guys here. So,
Oh,
who wants to be fish guy? Who wants to be big fish guy?
I know last time we did Big Fish Guy, I was both him and the other fucking guy.
I can be
Like-
big fish guy.
You want? All right. I think it's like weird because it's like a toss up as to when your computer wants to work and when it doesn't. So, all right. If you're on, Elfman, go ahead and be big fish guy.
Let's see. We're at air, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You take care of Salamander and the girls.
Right.
I would have been a goner without you, Levy. Holy crap, that's a big fist.
It's like you know, Gagio, you think he's gonna be awesome and power up, and then it looks like basically we are ripping off One Piece at the moment because that's a giant fist.
Fight scenes.
I don't like taking giant fistings.
Ja, Voom, Ganch, Calm, the weirdest open mouth roar looking thing. And we have Foosh. Oh, and he punches him, but now his body's made of some material that like doesn't work.
Adamantine.
Ah!
I can make my body harder than iron.
That's what he said.
Wait.
Fish guy.
shit. Glub glub.
Glub glub.
I have the best defense of all the 9 demon gates. Your iron is no match for Froda.
Tora Fuzar.
Yeah, Torafuzar.
Basically, I know Tora is tiger. I can't remember what Fuzar is right now.
Is he a fish tiger?
Tigerfish.
Dang it.
Tiger shark. Ah.
You might be a tiger shark.
My arm.
This is the power of the street sharks.
Oh my god.
Looks like your iron skin was helping to protect you from the poison. What I see is finally seeped in. Conch.
All right. It's your line there.
I know, I'm trying to not lock up and broke.
Oh.
Time's up. Poison of Hell's darkness should be kicking in any moment now. Everyone in the water will lose their lives.
I can help with the air, but this black water is still a problem. The carbon.
Hang on, one second, I'm dying.
Okay.
I haven't done the voice in a while, so it's killing me.
Right.
You're at your limit.
Yeah, chill.
The Magic Council. Random people.
Mm,
You again? Gajeel the Phantom Lord?
That's you, Alfred?
How many times have I seen your face in this year alone?
Alright, now somebody... I'm making Wendy do this.
Granny voice.
Granny voice.
Wait there, Gajeel.
You again.
My advice is the same as it ever was. You should leave Phantom.
Council member Elder Belno.
You can take your advice and shove it. You got no business telling me what to do.
Phantom's aggressions are growing more extreme. It will soon reach a point where we will have no choice but to...
Listen, you old bag. I think you can. You think you can order an Iron Dragon Slayer around?
I will repeat myself as many times as necessary. I've seen hundreds of young men like you. Each and every one of them was lonely deep down inside.
You got some nerve.
I'm not saying you should become an upstanding citizen. Rather, I suggest you give your life some meaning.
If that's what you want, then I got plenty of meaning in my life already. We're going to war with Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I hope that works out for you, buddy. Oh,
this is so sad.
We were too late.
That's
There
Levy.
seems to be no distraction here.
this is Panther Lily.
I'll do it, I guess. Alright. We've deduced that it was an assassination.
Damn it. If we'd just gotten here a little bit sooner.
Gajeel?
You wanted to give my life meaning, Granny. In the end, you and I never got to have a decent talk. But you were watching out for me from the time I was a runt, and I couldn't do anything to pay you back. I'll get revenge for you. No, that ain't right. I'll remember your words instead. And I'm gonna try my best to live up to them. Like that one time when you said,
You look much like my late son.
don't go comparing me to some dead guy. That's creepy! I got something to show you, you old hag. So you better be looking down here right now. I ain't the scrap iron that I used to be. I got no idea if this sort of meaning you were talking about. But I want to keep those guys behind me safe. No, I will keep them safe. That's the meaning of my life.
Go calm. Noises. Not possible. How can mere iron get through my defenses? No, that's not iron. It's the skin been absorbing carbon from the black water.
Iron plus carbon equals steel.
Yay, math!
Yeah, okay.
Look, you learned how to math.
They're using equations!
Damn you, science.
Hey!
He turned into steel?
Ah! Koryuken!
Sure you can!
Or basically, steel sword, more or less.
Ka-chang! Salamander, you owe me a ballad.
I love how he hasn't forgotten that at the end.
Obviously.
That's kind of cool that he didn't. I like that.
A Requiem for Demons. It's a melody that combines the will to live with a determination to protect one's friends. To be continued in chapter 398, The Final Duels. I actually, man, I liked getting some backstory finally on a bit on Gajiel's character and seeing what he was like back in the day. I really feel like this definitely gave Gagiel some much needed background work and like helped definitely push some character development this time around. So
agreed. Also, I would like to point out that the carbon you guys were talking about last week, which is why I didn't understand where it came from, it wasn't in last week's chapter, it was in this week's chapter.
no, we weren't talking about it for last week's chapter. We were actually talking about it for this week's chapter.
No, I know, but you said it was last week. You said it was in the chapter that we had just read, and I was like, no.
No, I didn't say it was in the chapter we just read.
Well,
I said it was in the.
That's the way I took it, and I was super confused, and I hadn't. That's why I couldn't figure out what you were saying.
Technically, it was in a chapter that we had just read, but not on the.
I hadn't read it.
Yeah, not on that. Yeah.
That was why I was so confused. It's like, where are you guys getting that there's carbon in the water? I understand how he's steel with the carbon, but now I get it. I was just a chapter behind.
Well, I mean, I think they had mentioned something about there being
didn't.
The water.
They didn't.
Okay.
I read it multiple times because I was trying to figure it out. Unless it was a chapter before that, and I just forgot.
Yeah, I can't remember which chapter, but I remembered that they said that there was something in the water, and then, like, when I read this, I was like, oh, there's carbon. Yeah. All right.
I just went with it
So
because
let's talk about this chapter now.
I liked it.
Wendy, what'd you think?
Grannies and tank tops. Pretty interesting.
Grannies and tank tops. Okay, that's a weird thing to pull out. Just pull out of your hat and talk about, but yeah, sure.
I prefer.
Who's next? Huh?
I prefer if he didn't have a shirt on in the opening.
So he needs to be shirtless instead of wearing a tank top. That's what Wendy says.
Less clothing is always better.
I don't think you're gonna get any complaints at all from Carla about that.
No, not really.
Wendy, from what I'm learning is that you just need to join a swim team.
You just need. Oh my God, no! She cannot watch Free.
Oh my God, you should make her watch Free.
Go watch Free, Wendy. Be free and watch Free.
No.
Yes, it's so cute. It's so cute, and swim teams are actually like that. Like that is 100% accurate.
They're super gay like that.
Oh my God, do you see them?
Yeah.
Yes, they do it in the butt.
They're just so attractive, and swimmers have no boundaries, so it's just like you're walking around naked, basically. So it's
Apparently, like I explained that it was about a swim team and that they walk around without shirts, and she's like,
you should watch it, Wendy. I really liked it. I watched it because I think that was why I liked it so much.
You know what? She needs to finish Yu Hakusho before.
It's
That's
true.
got plenty of shirtless guys in it, so I'm happy with it.
That's so true.
She's just like Sirtopolis dudes. That's what it is. All right, going back to the chapter, Lucy.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
Yes. What? Yes.
Talk about stuff for this chapter. Things
I like that they showed like that flashback. I was like that had like depth to his character.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to see a little more, and you actually saw like actual emotion even before he joined Fairy Tail.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, ooh, he has feelings. That's a miracle.
It feels like everybody kind of really, really enjoyed the character development for Gagiel this week. I felt that
you don't get a lot. You don't ever get anything from him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right, Elfman, what are your thoughts and opinions on the chapter this week?
Hooray for underwater combat.
Plus, it was nice to actually have Elfman dubbing again in full form.
Oh my gosh, that was exciting.
Oh my God.
Jalal?
Fucking cold.
Jalal don't care.
And walks away. Right when I call him.
Cold, he said.
Booker Cat.
It's a hooker cat, damn it.
Hooker Cat.
He's talking and he's muted.
You're muted. Lovely.
Well, we can't hear you. Don't know if you're muted or not.
Or that's, yeah. Something happened.
Nope.
Nothing is going on.
Did something unplug?
You're saying
Nope,
words.
still nothing. Did something unplug?
Everything is silent.
Aww.
Ha 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 ha.
We Oh, we heard Gerald.
It's always so startling.
He apparently really liked this week's chapter. Yeah. That's what he was saying. All right, so Jalal will hopefully be back and with sound this time. All right, so Carla.
Not gonna say a lot because anime review and whatnot, but I am super glad for some story of Gajil. Basically, all we knew was he was a Phantom Lord. He's no longer a Phantom Lord. He's in Fairy Tail, and him and Levy might have a thing. But now we know some stuff about him. So,
I definitely want to say, everybody keep an eye on the the website for Carla's reviews, because the reviews for this chapter and last week's chapter, I expect full-on fangirl rants.
You will. There will be. And speaking of the website, there's going to be some changes soon. That's why nothing has been done on the website.
We can hear him now.
That was weird. I reloaded the page and said, "You must install Google Talk." Like, Booker Catch?
Booker Catch.
Anyway, I actually have that. I just had that video playing underneath you guys, so all I heard was, while you guys were talking about the chapter, all I heard was Booker Catch, tear, fucking tears. I hate it when they don't work.
Anyway, what did you think of the chapter?
Good chapter. Yeah.
That's it? That's all you've got?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Do better.
Do better?
Oh my gosh, I typed the word better as you said it. That was weird.
Well, let's see. I definitely think the steel thing was kind of cool. But now Natsu's got to get a one-up on Gajil now.
Right.
Because not only does Gajil have Shadow Iron, now it's probably going to be Shadow Steel.
I would imagine so.
So Natsu's got to get another thing to pump up his fire.
Well,
so is he going to have lava dragon slaying?
What?
Lightning lava roar!
He pukes on you and it's lava.
Like puking fire, but it's lava.
Oh my god, you guys, the same plot. Also gross.
Volcano dragon fart!
Celebrate!
What?
What's the picture?
Something I posted.
That was the perfect thing, though. I said volcano dragon fart, and she went, celebrate!
Oh, I didn't hear that. I clicked on the link!
Dear Lord. Alright, so, yeah, I want to see comments from the audience, obviously. I want to know what our guildmates think of this chapter.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I don't have anything yet. But, yeah, I pretty much agree with everybody else, so.
I'm sad they didn't have boobies in this one.
I actually really liked, though, that Levy, because she's so smart all the time, I like that she kind of had an absent-minded...
A dumb moment.
Yeah.
She kind of had
I
one of
really
those,
like that, because...
one of those, oh crap, I just realized what I did.
Oh, that was dumb.
Well, do I feel special? Basically, she had a Naru moment.
So we have...
Like, wait, I can do what? Oh, shit. Sure.
Bob Jones says it was a great chapter. The Holy Herald quoted Wendy. Less clothes are always better. Straight from the youngest member of the team. They grew up so fast.
Oh, God.
Daryl Green. They both start with D and they're right underneath each other. I just failed. Daryl Green says he's glad that Gajil got some backstory of before Fairy Tail, and that there's another council member that's not a complete dick.
That's not a complete dick, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Might have something to do with the fact that she's a woman, but yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Like, most of the council members, no matter what their gender was, were assholes.
It's true.
Of course, ginger.
Yeah.
So, this is a good question, and I was thinking about it this time.
Yeah.
Randerson says, I think I missed something. How were they talking underwater? They're using Warren's telepathy, right? Isn't that what they decided early? Like, that was like many chapters ago?
Talking.
Right, but Levy wasn't.
No.
And I'm pretty sure that it was.
I think Levy, up until the air bubble, was talking to herself, like in her head.
No, because they were having a conversation.
Anyway.
I think that they used Warren's telepathy earlier, in like 10 or 15 chapters ago. So I think that's what's still going on.
Yeah, but Mark Gear like hijacked it.
Right, but I think that it's still working. Right? I don't know.
We've never been told if he gave it back or not.
It's true. So I guess it's up in the air. I think that's what it is. But yeah. The Holy Herald said one of his buddies tells me this week's chapter was wicked pissa out of 10. I don't know what that means. But
we'll know tomorrow what it means.
You get bonus points for knowing Bostonese. Well, no, I don't know if that means it's good or bad or not.
I'm just saying we'll know tomorrow whatever that means.
Well, I know, right?
Right.
Okay. Who's Night Strider? Somebody says, awesome podcast as always, came in late, but not too late. Also, P.S. Camel spiders chase your shadows and spit acid. That's awful. Why would you share that?
They do not spit acid.
Well, there's a winky face, and then, you know.
That's horrible, but kind of funny, actually. So, yeah. Ooh. That's actually going to do it for us for tonight. We've got a lot of stuff going on for the rest of the week, so don't feel too bad if it wasn't a giant episode like you were expecting. We're trying to actually get done at a decent time because several of us are still freaking exhausted from the weekend. So
this is longer than last week.
Yeah, well, a little bit, yeah. Well, we did kind of have a lot of Dragon Con talk going on this week.
That's true.
Yeah. Alrighty, so yeah, that is it for this episode. We will be having more stuff going on throughout the week, so make sure to keep coming back and checking things. I'm sorry if I'm so behind on the episodes for the reviews. I had everything kind of typed up, and then like my computer died, or actually it manually restarted itself. It did one of those auto restarts, and I lost everything that I typed, and so now I have to go back and rewatch everything and type up notes again. So yay on that, and then Dragon Con happened, and yeah.
Yeah.
So, woohoo! Good times, good times. All right, so I promise to have reviews up later on this week. We'll have more stuff going on. We're just gonna have a blast. We're gonna be talking with as many people as we can get on. All sorts of fun things to be had and said, and yeah, woo! We'll have more official stuff up pretty soon. We're getting more and more official. We should actually have some major improvements to the website very, very soon that we've been working on, and we're super looking forward to that. And the best news of all, guys, this week it's coming back. I have to redo some. Basically, I have to redo the intro so we can start throwing them back up online. But Fairy Tale Podcast is coming back to iTunes starting this week, so we'll have stuff up there. So yay, that's a good thing.
I feel like I should have known that, but I didn't.
I don't know how many episodes are going to go up at a time because I'm not necessarily in charge of that right now. I'm just doing like some last minute. I'm just making some stuff at the beginning to let people know, hey, the current episodes are up on YouTube if you want to catch us live. Bloody bloody. I'm doing like a quick blurb about that, and then I'm just doing a very specific intro, and then we're throwing the episodes up onto the iTunes again. So make sure to come by and check that out. That having been said, there are right. But yeah, that's basically it for us.
Name?
I know. No, we're not doing name.
Oh, come on.
No.
No,
Why
it's not over yet.
It's
not over. No, we can't name and we can't have no.
No, we're not naming it because we already had the name for this one because we're doing it in multiple parts. So the naming is actually going to go up for the rest of the episode. So whatever part episode 150 part 2, episode 150 part 1, the live show.
Why can't we just
this one? Then we're gonna have episode 150 part 2, and then 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Are we doing anything tomorrow?
I want to call it Raw Toast Part 1.
Part 1 Raw Toast. The Raw Toast live, the Raw Toast live show.
Booker Catch.
No, I can't. All right, we can name other ones Raw Toast.
Okay.
But later we're gonna have multiple
That's
ones.
fine. I understand.
I'm already looking at stuff. I'm trying to find people to come on for tomorrow and talk about other stuff. So yes,
time?
Hush. I don't know those details yet. Stop bothering me. I don't know. I said I'm working on it, which means it hasn't been finalized.
Carla? Carla Catch.
Carla, you don't need to know everything immediately. When I find out, you will find out.
I must have knowledge.
No. Carla is the nosy neighbor of our street. That's who she is. She's the one that's standing against the window, looking through the blinds, wondering what kind of trouble the neighbors are getting into today. That's Carla.
Shit? I'm out in the front yard with a lounge chair
with
and
freaking
popcorn.
binoculars.
I'm just here for the comments.
I'm just here for the comments. Caleb's making the popcorn. Elfman is making the popcorn. He's like, I'm just here for the comments.
I got some right here.
Right? There we go. All right, so that is it for us, guys. I am Natsu Dragmule. I'm here with Wendy. We've also got Elfman, Mira Jane, Lucy, Carla, and Jalal on with us.
Catch.
A rather large crew. Guys, remember again, on Wednesday we will be doing the Hangouts Against Humanity. That'll probably be starting around, I believe it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time, so about 8 p.m. Eastern, just to try and start earlier so we can get more people on. And we'll be figuring that out. It'll probably go on for quite a while. We're going to try and play a lot of different games and have a lot of fun doing that.
Might be late if we start then.
So yeah, I mean,
lots of fun. Gonna try and holler at people.
All right, but yeah, that is it for us. Please don't, while we're having all this fun, please don't forget the reason that we're all here, and that of course is the Fairy Tail series. Please help keep Hiro Mashima employed, and it's really, really easy to do. All you have to do is purchase all the anime, manga, video games, and all the incredible swag that's out there. And guys, please don't forget that you can also visit, you can also type in the URL crunchyroll.com/FT podcast to get a free 30-day trial on Crunchyroll so that you can watch the anime and you can read along with us for the simulpub on Crunchyroll. Again, guys, that's just another way to support the official stuff, and we greatly appreciate it when you guys do that. Show your support by being a fan, guys. Remember, be a mage, not an internet pirate, because we've all seen what Urza does to pirates, and it's just not pretty. All right, this is episode 150. Things are going to be a little bit different, so I will leave you guys this evening by me doing the ending of the last two lines of the show. So everybody have a really good night, and Raw Toast.